This is a reprint of an article I published around this time each of the past 2 years. It's a bit technical, and didn't generate much interest then. It's no more interesting now than it was then, but if anyone wants to understand salary cap more fully, it attempts to explain some reasons why reported contact numbers can be hard to track and understand. I thought it'd be worth looking at how 3 of the metrics get calculated, and just how hard it can be for a fan, or a journalist, for that matter, to unravel the details of a contract. I think that this article will help readers understand the value that websites like Spotrac and Over the Cap bring to us. Without them, we'd likely all be a lot less well informed about the salary situation of our favorite franchise. I'm gonna treat this like a mailbag article. Here's the mailbag question. How exactly are total contract value, APY and total guaranteed calculated? The answer would seem to be obvious or even intuitive, but I've looked at some of the big contracts in OTC and Spotrac and the numbers just don't add up for me for some reason. Perhaps you could give me a few examples of equations on these things in a couple of real contracts. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to give a couple of real contracts, but how about we take a look at just one, Deshaun Jackson's contract with the Redskins from 2014 to 2016. Let's start by looking at the over-the-cap OTC breakdown of his contract. If you take out your calculator and start adding, you get base salary, $8.5 million sign bonus, $3.75 million roster bonus, $9 million workout, $1.5 million total contract value, $22.75 million, but the contract was widely reported to be 3 years, $24 million. Why is there a $1.25 million difference? In this case, the cause is a dummy 4th year on the contract that automatically voids. This is a tool used by teams to lower cap hits from signing bonus by writing a voidable year into the contract. The final contract year, in Jackson's case, year 4, is never going to happen, but it carries 1 year of prorated signing bonus until the contract voids. At that point, the signing bonus that has always been charged to year 4 on paper is brought forward and charged to year 3. For cap purposes, the 4th year lowers the cap hit in years 1. When the contract voids, the $1.25 million in bonus money gets charged to the team, but it doesn't show up in the OTC chart, because OTC is only reporting the 3 real years. That's why the numbers don't add up, and seem to be out of balance by $1.25 million. So, the formula for total value is, total signing bonus base salary for every year, other, bonuses, roster, workout, injury, etc., equals total contract value. A reader may have trouble reconciling numbers because the source, OTC or Spotrac, may not display all the information in their charts. Jackson's deal should be easy to figure out, because it was a totally new deal and not an extension, but the voided year makes it tricky. Here are the OTC notes on DJAX. Deshaun Jackson signed a 3-year, $24 million contract with the Washington Redskins on April 2, 2014. Jackson received a $5 million signing bonus, and his 2014 and 2015 base salaries and workout bonuses are guaranteed. In addition, Jackson can earn up to $1.5 million in 2014 and $3.75 million in roster bonuses in 2015 that are paid out as long as he is on any of the roster lists besides suspended or non-football injury. These bonuses are also protected, bringing the full guarantee to $16 million. In 2016 he can earn up to $3.75 million in roster bonuses, which are not guaranteed. The 2017 season is a dummy year that is strictly in place to reduce the salary cap charges in the contract. That season automatically voids following the Super Bowl that year. The salaries of the contract are $1 million 2014, $3,750,000 2015, and $3,750,000 2016. In the case of DJAX, OTC accurately reports the deal is $24 million total value, and is careful to detail the 2017 dummy year in their explanatory notes. However, you can't reconcile the $1.25 million variance unless you are intuitive enough or well-informed enough to figure out where it's hidden. As a Redskins fan, I know this detail without reading it, but for contracts you might be less familiar with, they might contain sand traps that are hard to play through. Let's look at the average per year metric APY equals total value. The contract has a fourth year in it, the dummy year, and if you try to get total value by adding up the numbers in the chart, you only get $22.75 million. It wouldn't be hard to do something like $22.75 per 4 years equals $5.68 million APY, but it would be wrong. When all the numbers add up easily, the APY is a simple calculation, but, as we've seen, sometimes the total value number can be hard to arrive at without help or specific knowledge of the contract. Heck, even deciding whether to count the contract as a 3-year or 4-year deal may require a few moments' reflection. Total guaranteed money. Total guaranteed money is generally reported in aggregate, but we've seen from Andrew Luck's contract that, if you aren't Mike Florio, with the contract in front of you, it can be hard to work out from simple media reports. Let's look at DJAX. The notes from Over the Cap say that DJAX has fully guaranteed money of $16 million, which his notes give us as signing bonus, $5 million, 14. Total guaranteed, $16 million. Let's see if we can reconcile to the same number by using the chart. Column 1, base salary 2014 equals 2.5, base salary, protected, roster bonus, 2015 equals 7.5, base salary, protected, roster bonus, total. Column 1, $10 million. The problems start here. A. Without the notes, we don't know what components make up the guarantee. B. Without the notes, we don't know that Jackson has 2 years of workout bonuses guaranteed. C. Without the notes, we don't know that there is a dummy 4th year and that the signing bonus is $5 million, rather than the $3.75 million shown in the chart. Basically, the only way we can identify the total guarantee is from A. Media reports, or B. Reading detail notes that accompany the charts on sites like OTC. If I had relied on the chart numbers alone, I could never have calculated the $16 million total guarantee, because the chart does not include all the information I need. I have to read the notes. And this is why websites like Sportrack and Over the Cap, and, at times, journalists like Mike Florio or others, can be so damned useful. They provide the easy-to-digest numbers like total contract value and APY, but also provide the detailed explanations needed to understand the structure of the contract, and to see why sometimes, like the Deshaun Jackson example given above, the numbers simply don't seem to add up. Anyway, that does it for this edition of the Mailbag. I hope it helped answer your question. The next 10 days or so will be critical for NFL free agency, and I realize fans want to be as knowledgeable as they can. NFL contracts are complex documents designed to accommodate arcane rules, and often contain hidden details that make them difficult to unravel. To paraphrase a saying many people are familiar with, an NFL contract can be like a riddle wrapped in a mystery, inside an enigma.